Right, I'm not going to direct this one to you, Manaia, because the Hauraki Breakfast faithful have joined us for the last of the
Breakfast
hybrids.
with an agenda.
Yeah, the Breakfast with an Agenda. But Mashy, before this morning, ever heard of Dickie Bird?
Yeah, 3-point shooter for the Boston Celtics. Blondie, great pins. No, I have heard of Dickie Bird, only because of Wells, though.
True. You spent too much time with Wells.
Yeah, he was fairly Dickie Bird focused for a couple of years there. But I understand he has passed.
Yes, a Yorkshireman, probably the first of the cricketing umpires to have any sort of profile and character. He was very enthusiastic when he gave people out and not out. He would go, "That's out," and he'd finger and the finger would go up like straight away.
Yeah, nice.
And he was very, very straightforward on the not outs as well.
Love
not
it.
out, no, not out, no.
I like that because it pisses me off the umpires who just have no reaction. They stonewall you.
Yeah.
It really annoys you because it just leaves everyone in the lurch. Like, is he about to? Is he not?
Yeah, and he was a good character. He got on well with the players as well. He was a pretty open book.
On the piss?
Oh, look, I'd say so. He's from the north of England, I'd say so.
Couple of
and probably before social media, he probably got amongst it, But once social media came around, he probably had to dial it back a little, Dickie Bird.
I hope it comes across on the podcast how loud you asked that question. So get on the pass!
I gave myself a couple of meters from the mic. So he was giving his finger out like that.
Oh, he was the one he would
Had
like
a touch of the park.
he would lean forward. He would lean forward and go "Ooh," like that.
That's nice.
Like it was. We've got Billy Bowden, but Billy Bowden's kind of just a Timu version of Dickie Bird.
Yeah.
Would you say that Dickie Bird walked so Billy Bowden could run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know why more umpires don't make more of. I suppose it's because the kind of character you have to be to get into umpiring. You know, you've got to be quite a pretty dry balls guy to stand out in the field for 5 days.
Yeah.
But there's a real opportunity there to make a name for yourself as an umpire. You know?
Yeah, but sometimes you can overreach because classic overreach was Billy Bowden during Steve Waugh's final Test match in Sydney, where he ran to the stumps and pulled the off stump off and walked off the field with it.
Oh, as a trophy.
Yeah, to mark
right.
Steve Waugh. I think one of the players might have come up and grabbed it off him and said, "What are you doing, you fucking idiot?"
I guess the other thing is that stuff's all well and good as long as you're getting your calls right.
Yeah.
But you do some wacky over-the-top signal and then they review it and it's overturned.
Yeah,
you feel like a real twat.
It's like everything, yeah. If you're going to go in with BDE, you got to have...
Yeah, got to follow through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Dickie Bird.
You're right there, Finn, because he does sound like one of those 70s, 80s NBA players, like just after the NBA merger.
Yeah.
Where it's like, here comes World Be Free.
They'll be like, here we have Dickie Bird shooting 3 points.
That was cut and pick in mind.
Before we get the show underway, I feel yesterday I listened back to the Hauraki Breakfast radio show highlights podcast.
Yes.
And then I listened to the agenda, the Breakfast with an Breakfast with an Agenda podcast, and I felt like there was a bit of double handling from me only. So could we just go over
audiences, though.
That's true, but could we go over quickly what you talked about this morning so we don't have to cover it off again?
I don't think there's going to be too much cross-contamination.
A lot of dilly talk.
I got to be honest, there's about a solid hour of dildo chat.
Yeah, okay.
7 till probably 8:30. It was.
How did Pixie feel about that?
Wow,
he wasn't in yet. But also, Lane doesn't care. That was the last show he's doing there.
until you're away, and then I've got to go back in there.
Till October, yeah.
Yeah.
So dilly chat, I'll take that off the list for today.
This is a good one, though. I mean, we talked to Drew Mitchell, former Wallaby Drew Mitchell, winger Drew Mitchell.
Yeah.
And we ran him through the predictor dilly and what happened there.
Yeah, well, he would have been fizzed about that result.
Yeah. We woke him up. Poor fella. He was actually asleep. I felt bad because when I asked him last night to come on the show, he's like, yeah, that should be sweet. But I was like, should be? Or is? And then I text him, I was like, we'll call you in 5. And he didn't see that message. And so I was like, I think he's just going, yeah, whatever, call me. But I hadn't checked, like,
New Zealand time.
6:50 Aussie time. Like, are we sweet with that?
Every now and again, you will get a casual guest on the radio, and what they don't often realise is that we have to spend the entire morning teasing them and getting excited about the fact they're going to be coming on. So, should be fine.
Yeah,
it's quite terrifying to a radio host.
Happened to us the other day. Kane Evans we were going to get on. He started that GoFundMe to just get on the piss and send it all around the world.
Yes.
Probably for the best we didn't get him on.
He's gone off the rails.
He's sort of gone off the rails. He's challenging people to scraps and stuff around the place.
Yeah, threatening to hold up Botley's and all sorts.
Yeah. So
right, he was getting too much money coming in.
Happy to let that one through to the keeper.
Okay. Live from the Export Beer Garden studio, this is the agenda for Wednesday the 24th of September. Geez, only Wednesday.
The The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Oh, the Wallabies. They're getting a bit too confident. Offshore betting in local amateur football. And who would you bury at Eden Park? A lot coming up on today's show, fellas. But again, let's go back to what we were speaking about moments ago, and maybe we could get Drew Mitchell's insight to this. The Bloody Aussies are getting pretty confident ahead of Saturday. Former Wallabies captain Michael Hooper believes Australia have a good chance of reclaiming the Bledisloe Cup off the All Blacks for the first time since 2003.
He brought up some good points, Drew Mitchell. I mean, they only just lost that Lions series. I think they were one decision away from taking that series.
Yeah,
They got robbed.
Yeah, each game was very competitive.
Yeah, and then obviously they lost against Argentina last week, but it was a great game of footy. They beat South Africa, they beat Argentina as well. So it's not a terrible start, and I think compared to where they were 2 years ago, where they were fucking awful. Drew was saying, look, they've got a quiet confidence, but South Africa did them no favours by pantsing us in Wellington, because they're terrified now of a wounded All Blacks team at Eden Park. They haven't lost to Australia at Eden Park since 1986.
Yeah. So what means more to Australia, do you reckon? Do you think it's the Bledisloe Cup or the Rugby Championship? I think it's the Bledisloe Cup.
I think so as well, because they haven't had that, seems like forever.
We play since it became the Rugby Championship, I feel like it's lost its luster a little bit. You know, the Tri-Nations was something to win, and you wanted to know who was going to. But I actually can't even remember who has won all the last TRCs. Is it us?
That is a good point.
I don't know, because every year it seems to change because if it's a World Cup year. I mean, it's not even happening next year.
Right,
They've scrapped it till next year. I think we're going on a full tour of South Africa next year instead.
Oh, that's good.
Which is quite good, like including midweek games. We're going over there for 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, that's old
which
school.
is pretty cool.
We're taking a boat over there.
But again,
KwaZulu-Natal.
the Rugby Championship's like, I'll bench that. It's not overly. If it was important, they'd do it every year, but they're not. They're benching it.
Because it's not like, geez, who's going to win the TRC? This, it doesn't really. I think, but Bledisloe definitely. If they won that back, that'd be huge for Aussie.
Yeah, and the
heartbreaking for us.
And still paying $440. Drew Mitchell was like, they're a chance. They're a chance, absolute chance. You did throw him a curveball with the Kiwi coaches, because it's obviously a hot topic over there.
Yeah,
they've tried and failed a couple of New Zealand coaches. They had Robbie Deans.
Yeah,
they had Dave Rennie.
Right. Dingo Deans, Dave Rennie, and now they've got Joe Schmidt.
They've got Schmitty. They've got Tom Donnelly, and they've got Mike Cron.
Rico Ioane. Yeah,
Mike Cron.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the scrum coach.
If you can't beat him, you join him. Is that the ethos there, do you think?
I just think as a coach, there's only like 3 jobs that are available at any given time.
Right.
That's why you see the same guys just rotating through the carousel. They're like radio hosts.
On my way out of NZME HQ last night, I almost got ran over by ALB and Scott Barrett on a couple of Lime scooters heading to the gym. And
are they coming in to host a radio show?
A bit of a behind the scenes look. They're looking scary, and they're looking actually pretty relaxed about things. So suck on that, Michael Hooper, who thinks Australia have a good chance.
But I'm kind of on Michael Hooper's side here.
Yeah, I reckon
a little bit. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, I still think the All Blacks will probably win, but
is it to do with the Dilly result?
Who knows?
We're all sitting here like, oh, geez, we don't know, because we come off this loss, and we've had 2 weeks of woe is me, witch hunt media, and that kind of stuff. But if we waste them on the weekend, everyone's going to be like, Aussies have always sucked.
It's Aussie.
And
then we've got to go to Perth the following week and play one that's on at 10:30 at night.
Grueling, yeah. The Perth. I mean, my family live over there. I never go to see them because it is 3.5 hour flight to Melbourne or Sydney, and then another 5 hour flight to Perth, and then my family live another 6 hours inland from there.
Oh,
it's like you might as well be in KwaZulu-Natal. It's that fucking far away.
I tell you what, when you say KwaZulu-Natal, I would love to go on a rugby tour to
South Africa.
Like an All Blacks.
Yes, my bro. Have a lekker time.
For have a lekker time over the 3 weeks, because
get a bra bookie.
Yeah, because they are so obsessed with rugby, as you found out when you dipped your toes into the South African rugby community.
Now the Indian cricket fans of the rugby world.
Yeah, I reckon it would be a great time.
It would be.
I reckon you'd have an absolute whale of a time.
Go on a safari.
Yeah, go to Cape Town. Go to Joburg.
Hey, let's do this for our next Export Ultra Beer Garden tour of Africa.
Oh, love it.
Oh,
how good would that be?
Oh,
and not to make it weird, but after what I saw, the female branch of the South African supporters bringing when they were played at Eden Park. I think there's also something that we could maybe look into there as well. So
okay.
I'm in on that.
You're obviously motivated by different things, Nishi. I mean, I was looking for just beers and code.
Have you been to Ellis Park before?
No, I've never been to South Africa. I've never been to Africa. It's one continent I haven't really tainted.
Are we sure you wouldn't get in trouble in South Africa?
Oh, you,
No, we're sure he would.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
trouble around every corner.
and is that why we haven't? Yeah.
No,
Just don't stop
because
at
he also
traffic
got in
lights.
trouble in Germany, Amsterdam,
true,
Paris,
yeah.
everywhere else we've been, and about to get detained at the border in America. So
Yeah.
that's not the defining factor.
And now you've been betting on National Football League again, G Lane.
I have not been doing that. Hey, my son's ringing me. Do you reckon I should answer, see what he's up to? Hang on.
Yeah, he's on school
home
holidays,
alone.
isn't he?
Hey, Ralph, what are you up to?
I'm still on a live wire with Jimmy, Henry, and Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And Keanu.
Okay. Are you,
Keanu,
any
right.
adults going with you? Or are you going on your own?
Reeves.
Oh, no, I think Henry's mom's coming.
Oh, okay. And how are you getting there?
Well, I'm busing to Henry's house with Jimmy and Louis.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Cool. Have you got enough money?
Yep, I think.
Okay. When will you be
Oh.
back?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me know
Bye.
let me know how you're going. Okay. See you, mate.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Wow.
So if anyone wants to abduct Lane's kid, that's where he'll be over the next hour or so.
Efficient.
Mate, you're welcome to him. He's there with 6 of his other 13-year-old mates. Good luck. Good
I
luck.
want to meet Keanu's dad
Keanu?
because I like the fact that he's called his son Keanu, and it's
Yeah.
definitely after Keanu
Yeah,
Reeves.
his name's Harry. He's a good man.
Yeah,
Harry.
big Matrix
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
Big Matrix. Hit him right
Yeah.
between the eyes. The Matrix.
So New Zealand's National Football League has become a magnet for offshore betting. I don't know if you were watching the news last night, but it was actually quite interesting. Figures obtained by RNZ reveal $212 million was wagered on the New Zealand Men's Domestic Football League in 2024
What?
So are we?
through overseas sports betting platforms.
Say
The
that
majority,
number again.
212 million.
So are we saying this is
The majority of them coming out of Asia.
okay? So we're saying when you say domestic football league, are we talking like Auckland?
Yeah,
versus,
like the Canterbury Dragons.
yeah versus that.
Yeah, so
Not
the one.
the Auckland FC. It's the Auckland.
That Croatian
Auckland
team.
City.
Yeah.
Auckland City, but not Auckland. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
The one that goes to the Club World Champions
Yeah,
every
yeah, those
year.
guys.
Yeah.
So the 2024 data
$200 million?
indicates between 500,000 and 1.4 million was bet on each game in the National Football League last year from overseas.
How, can we get a comparison to Super Rugby or even the All Blacks in this country?
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, that sound. I mean, I don't know what those numbers are, but that is a lot of money.
So the obvious question is why this league? Why have people overseas gone this league is the one that we should target?
Very players that aren't paid overly well.
Hey, on an unrelated note, on an unrelated note, isn't that former All Whites guy up on charges of match
Yes.
fixing this week?
But he was.
Sorry,
in the,
that
he
was a segue. I didn't mean to do that.
But he's in the A League.
Well, he is now.
He might be back in the domestic league now.
It's a good
Yeah,
point, though.
I mean, look, that's what's
Fuck.
raised the eyebrows of sports integrity.
That's a good
people,
point.
because you'd have to say the majority of those players in that league are amateur.
Oh,
Segue just into a different topic, completely unrelated. If you were to spot fix a football game, how would you do it? Would you go over on corners and then because you can just pump one into the crowd and
Yeah.
give them a,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or not
the
a
overs
corner,
on
but
corners.
like a.
Yeah,
yellow cards are often the common one as well.
yellow
Oh, 'cause
cards.
you could give
yeah.
yourself a yellow card pretty easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
First stoppage.
First
Yeah.
stoppage,
Kicking it out.
broken neck. Yeah.
I mean, if you're a goalkeeper,
Yeah, go after a goalkeeper. Oh, jeez.
you're pretty.
But I feel
you're
like-
in control of a lot of the game.
You are, yeah. How many of the howlers we've seen over the years have been on the tape?
Well, that's kind of like when you look at cricket games in the past and you go, what?
It's
How
t-
can Pakistan score 500 in the first innings and only 120 in the second
Yeah.
and bowl like pop?
And
in the
how?
third?
And geez, that guy's having issues with his laces. Every time he ties his shoes, he bowls a wide.
Yeah.
Man, he just really cannot. The one that kills me is an NRL kickoff in an enclosed stadium. There's no wind, and you've just kicked that dead. Something that you practice for a job and get paid $250,000 to do. You've just kicked that one dead. What, you shanked it? You got a bit tight, did you?
Just swung a bit too hard.
Yeah, just swung a bit too hard.
I don't think that story's going to go away.
I don't think it is either.
No, that is
212 mil.
But for the right price, we can make it go away, and that's
Yeah.
what I want those
Do we-
people to understand.
We need to bring in whitewash investigations on this.
Yeah.
I think whitewash need to get involved in
Money
this one.
talks.
Shout out to Dana Johansson.
Oh, was it Dana
who wrote
Johansson?
that story. Yeah.
Who's Dana Johansson?
Former Herald reporter, Dana Johansson. famously wrote quite a scathing article about the Winter Olympics, saying that they don't take themselves seriously and party too much. And got some absolute hate
She had
from
the entire Wells family.
Oh yeah,
And Wanaka community wanted to kill her.
yeah. There was too much camaraderie going on at the Winter Olympics.
Too much celebrating.
Too
To her
friendly.
liking. Yeah.
And you being the voice of snow sports New Zealand, Manaia, you would know that.
you'd
Well,
know
I know that community is at the heart of everything to do with snow sports, so I completely understand that. It's actually what separates our sport from a lot of others.
Let's take a break. All right, fellas. Turns out Wally Lewis wants to be buried at Lang Park, of course, which is Suncorp Stadium.
like whole,
Well, this
like-
is
Alive.
like whole. No, I
Yeah.
mean like the whole body.
No, if the Broncos lose this weekend, it's going to be interned at halftime.
It brings a new meaning to. I'm gonna fucking bury you out there.
Yeah, we're going to bury Wally Lewis at halftime. That's just
Surely it's just his ashes. You can't be putting a whole Wally Lewis casket and all in the bottom of fucking Lang Park.
why not? Why couldn't they? I mean, there's already a statue of him outside Suncorp Stadium.
You got
Could they not-
drainage. You got drainage. You got like heating stuff. You got conduits.
But
You got
put-
stuff going
Put
on.
him in a crypt out the front, just underneath his own statue. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
could
that's
bury him
probably
under
better.
there. Yeah,
That's probably better.
but it would impact the drainage. You're right.
Yeah, you can't just be burying, because then where does it stop? Because another one, does Alfie Langer go, well, he's going to be buried, I'm going to be buried there, and all of a sudden you've got a fucking graveyard.
there's
in
only
Lang
so much
Park.
room in the cemetery as well, isn't there?
So you're going to, all of a sudden you're just going to be full of former league heads
Yeah.
just getting buried.
Reece
So
Walsh.
you're going to have to draw the line, say, Wally, like you're saying, put him in a crypt underneath his own statue.
Oh, plus, also, if the Broncos win, they're going to dig him up. You know, if they
Yeah.
win for their parade, they're going to dig up the corpse of Wally Lewis and take it on parade.
Is Wally Lewis ill, or is this just
No, I
something he
think
said
he's
in
Pretty
an
old, I
interview?
suppose.
Nah, he's not that old. I think he just brought it up. And well, I mean, that takes us back to Lee Hart used to live next to Eden Park, and he famously buried his cat in the dead ball area of
That's right.
of Eden Park. So that's still there somewhere. Might have got dug up by now because they've relayed that sucker so many times.
Yeah.
Well, my question for you boys is, which Kiwi sports person should we bury at Eden Park or any New Zealand stadium for that matter? I had a thought.
Dead
of
or
maybe-
alive? Can we?
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'd say we'll wait till they die.
yeah, we'll
Oh,
wait
okay.
till they die, but we can talk about people that are currently alive. I thought maybe he is past, but maybe Jerry Collins
But he's
at
more
Lancaster Park where he marked his
Wheeze.
territory.
where he did the wheeze. I think he's got his own stadium down in Wellington
Yeah.
in Porirua.
Porirua.
Yeah,
True that.
His
Jerry
own
Collins
stadium. So
Stadium.
you probably want to put him. You probably want to put him there.
Probably be obligated
Yeah.
to bury him there. I believe the rugby field in Woka is called Beaver Field, Beaver Park.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So it makes sense to bury him there.
Yeah,
Well groomed.
But Eden Park, Grant Fox is probably, he does no more Auckland than Grant Fox.
Yep.
Jeremy Wells.
Yeah, Wells. You could put Wells there. That screams Eden Park.
Can we, bury Matt Heath in the corporate box?
Yeah, he already is buried in a corporate box.
If you boys were buried anywhere, where would it be?
Oh, we've been talking about this on the radio over the last few weeks. I used to want a Mongolian sky funeral, which is where they expose your corpse on the steps of the Mongol plains, and then the eagles come down and return you back to the Sky Father.
Yeah, that's lovely.
It is, but it's horrific for the family because they're just watching chunks of flesh getting torn off you. So I've revised that, and I actually think I've come back to square one. I think I want the full Irish Catholic.
Do you?
I want the organ. I want the procession at the basilica.
Yeah.
I want I want Father up the front speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
I want the whole thing. Bury me. I want one of my 14-year-old nieces or nephews just desperately trying to hold the casket up in tears as they carry me out, and then get blackout drunk afterwards.
Okay.
Because if I can offer my mates one last piss up on me, then that's my
I'm-
dying wish.
I'm definitely a cremation guy. Because
Yeah.
then you can put it in various places.
Burn the evidence.
Yeah, burn the evidence, burn everything, and then just leave the ashes wherever you want.
Where would you want your ashes scattered though?
A
Narrowneck Beach?
little bit of everywhere.
A quarter of Narrowneck Beach.
Little
maybe
bit of everywhere.
Can we
in
take them
Hamilton.
to
Yep.
each international venue whenever the New Zealand team is playing in an elimination game, and we just scatter a little
Yeah.
bit on the field to break the curse?
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
nice.
The
And I'd
ashes
like-
of G Lane.
That's a
Yeah,
lovely
and
gesture.
do things like, you'd have to get a couple of digs in, and I'd spring a little bit on Brian Waddle's grave. Just stuff like that, just to make sure I'm there always with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, you'd have to get your partner to probably do that.
Yeah. Well, that'll be in my last will and testimony, obviously.
Fairly ashes focused.
Yeah, very ashes focused. When you've got me and sprinkle me around.
If you could also put a couple of ashes maybe in some kind of trophy that we could then use here at the ACC, that would be nice.
Yeah, for the ashes.
Oh, the ashes.
The glashes, the G Lane ashes.
I
Yeah.
feel like just some
the
ashes would have to be
glashes.
sprinkled in the studio, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of you already on these walls.
there's a lot of
Maybe
DNA
there
here
is.
Maybe
already.
we don't need any more.
You could
Yeah.
Palm Sunday me with Lane's ashes. A little cross on the forehead.
Right, we want to tell you about, we want you to tell us about your sporting alter ego on the iHeartradio talkback function, and you could be in to win $500 cash, of course. This is thanks to Chad Bowers. We've got Lux Hoover Dyson over there, we've got Mickey Wilkinson over there, and we've got BJ Johnson right here, and we've got another one coming in to us. Listen to this one, boys.
Righto, sporting alter ego. I think my one's got to be Richard Johnson. My friends call me Dick.
Yep.
Dick Johnson, four-time world surf champion.
Awesome.
At the age of 18, broke onto the scene. At the age of 22, won my last world champs, and then got heavily into smoking weed. And I spent the last 20 years of my life in Pauanui. I'm actually a builder now. And I look like the Big Lebowski. Got a big gut on me, bit of a mullet.
Nice.
Big, filthy honey badger moustache too.
Yeah, nice.
No,
I
I wrote that.
was he describing himself then?
Yeah, again, an element of just
Yeah.
what I wish I was.
Yeah.
Or is that what he is?
Yeah.
Or is it what he is?
Actually,
Yeah.
I've always said
That
that
sounded pretty good to me, to be
the
fair.
surfing tour would be the best one to be on. Outside of snow sports,
Yeah.
the surfing. I know they train, they do a little bit of gymnastics and Pilates or whatever, but
Yeah, surfers go to the gym now.
yeah, I know. How did they fuck that up for themselves?
I don't know.
But just
One guy came along. That's why.
yeah,
One guy came along.
and
he was
trained and then won a comp, and everyone's
Yeah,
like, oh, now I got to go do fucking sit-ups. But all you have to do is just go around the world to the most beautiful spots in the world, six-packed up, you're hot, there's so many endorsement deals.
Everyone who's watching is hot.
Everyone,
Oh.
and you're not going to awful places. You're going to Hawaii and all these amazing beaches and stuff. You know,
Just sucking on a sati bowls.
yeah, and like I don't know, you might get sharked. That's about the worst thing.
Yeah,
that
you
could
go to
happen.
J Bay and get
Oh,
shark.
you
You
might
don't-
get shark.
You don't hear about horrific career-ending injuries on surfboards. It's only getting sharked, and outside of that, no one's doing an ACL or you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's
Surfing.
true. That's true. So hey, so we're going to draw this on Friday.
Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to draw it on Friday.
Shit.
So get yours in on the talkback function to win that $500 cash.
Right, let's talk Mount, fellas.
Oh yeah, so cricket is a week away. So the summer of cricket
Okay.
starts in 1 week. Next Wednesday night, 7 p.m. The first T20 against Australia at the Bay Oval in the Mount, and then there's two more. A double header goes Friday, Friday, Saturday night. We're covering all those games live and free on iHeartradio, thanks to the legends at Resine. But we're targeting Saturday the 4th of October as the Beige Day out.
Yes.
So 20 years since the Beige game in Eden Park against Aussie. So we're asking everyone to get into their beige kit. Come and see us at Latitude Bar from 4 o'clock. Grab yourself a Steady the Ship hat. Grab yourself some Export Ultras. We've got the deals there. We've got live music. And we're going to broadcast from there for the T20 and then have some afters there as well. If you want to grab yourself a beige shirt, you can from the ACC shop. Text shop to 3236. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's a little bit strange to be thinking about it at the moment. And the long-range forecast doesn't look super hot. I think it's a low of 11 degrees in the evening, which is not going to be great for the Aussies. Good
Works for us, yeah.
Works for us.
I think
half our team lives there.
Yeah, this is true.
it's important to also know that, again, like you said there, G Lane, if you are going to the game, don't let that stop you coming down to Latitude Bar. Get amongst beforehand,
God,
get
no.
amongst afterwards.
It's walking distance. It's just in the downtown Mount Maunganui strip there.
That's what's so good
Latitude.
about the Mount. You can just wander the streets a lot
Yeah.
like a teenager
Yeah.
over New Year's Eve.
So we
Yeah.
did that last Black Clash that was there.
You just wander.
Head to Livewire with 60 or 13-year-old mates like Ralph did.
What's
That's right.
Livewire? What is
Uh,
that?
What
it's-
is Livewire?
It's like it's got 10-pin bowling and
Right.
laser strike,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just like an arcade. The key with that thing, because obviously
Meeting a
school
couple of
holidays,
girlies, yeah.
he's home alone, do finger banging, whatever you want. When I say that, I'm like those machines. What are they called? Pinball machines.
Yes,
That's
right.
the
Yep,
thing. Yeah,
yep,
it's the
yep.
finger banging. You sickos.
Yep. Okay, let's take a break. And we'll come back with a couple of yours, please.
Excellent.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Are you boys done on Bricky for the week now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're done.
I'm
I
going
think-
to Timaru for a wedding.
Yeah, and
Uh-oh.
I'm being punished in school holidays.
Yeah.
And I think Hoity J and Keezy
Yeah.
are going to backbone their way through breakfast.
No Mogi?
Yelling backbone.
Is Mogi
Mogi's
still on
off.
drive?
Mogi's off this week.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so 6 till 9.
Okay,
Backbone.
no, the only reason I asked is because
Backbone.
I was going to ask a couple of maybe Herdaki
No
Breakfast listeners to get a couple of talkbacks through to us on the Yours Please function. But if you're not back on Bricky, then I suppose don't worry too much
Leg it.
about it. Okay, this is the microphone button on the iHeartradio app that you push and you record a message and send it through to us and we react to it. The first one of the day. Please, Joe Jury, Yours, please.
Right, virginity stories. We know of the Northerner. We know of the Ross Creek Reservoir. We know of the fence post out the back of fuck Canterbury somewhere. What about Manaia and Lane? Also, fuck you, Manaia. Okay. If you experienced 2G sideways in a race car, you'd be like a handful of paper mache thrown up against the wall. Fuck you.
Hey, I've told my one several times. Waihi Beach, it was like putting an oyster in a coin slot.
Oh, you
Yeah.
It was awful. It was one of the...
you're saying that.
It was absolute classic.
hell.
One of the classic kind of... How was it for you? It was for either of us, it was horrific.
I don't give a fuck about you in that situation. I give a fuck about the other half.
Horrific.
Nah.
A sandy
A Sandy?
a sandy oyster going into a coin slot. Her name wasn't Sandy.
Well, mine, I feel like mine sucks because it's the same story I think that every South Islander from the lower half of the South Island has.
Yeah, right.
And it is...
Same girl.
And it's the same girl. And so we all remember her. And I was the 300th. No, it's just a sweaty in a tent in Queenstown.
Oh, tent.
Yeah. It's like, it's holidays, you're down. Everyone just ends up in Queenstown because you don't go anywhere else. And you're just in a tent. You're like, this sucks. And then you come out, you're like, that sucked.
Right, a lot of people do
And
lose
that
their
was-
virginity in a
that's about
tent.
Yeah. Well, because
It's a good place for it.
It's either tent or it's home or Jerry's on a train. Elitist.
Oh, was it a D&B bush stuff?
Yeah, right.
Were you? Did you say what you were doing? I mean,
it was just a
again, I
house-
got the oyster in the
It
coin
was just
slot
a house
part. We don't
party.
need to hear
It was
that.
just
Oh,
a house party in
okay.
Waihi Beach.
Sexy.
Yeah.
And then what? You took to the beach and thought,
Took
here
to
we
the
go.
tunes.
Took to the dunes, brother.
That is
I
sexy
see. That's
stuff.
more exciting than a tent at a holiday park in Queenstown.
What
There was
holiday
there was no excitement here.
We were
Hence, it was like an oyster.
Lakeside.
Bottom of the gondola.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's nice in there. Okay. Next one, yours, please.
Yeah, lads, Chop here, Winton, Gold Coast, and
Sup,
fucking
Choppy?
shithole Perth currently.
Oh.
Last man stands, team on the Goldie, full of Wintoners, was called MDC. The sicko Rion wanted to name it Minnie Dean's Children after the famous baby killer that got hung in Winton. So we obviously had to go with MDC. We got picked on by first grade bullies. We sunk piss. There was blood and guts and fucking, it was a good time, mate. Loved it.
Excellent. Oh, yeah, well, I was talking about Last Man Stands.
Well, there's going to be a question there or something.
No, that was good actually. But Last Man Stands registrations are actually open now for the Last Man Stands season. So if you want to get amongst it, we sponsor most of the leagues throughout New Zealand. Last Man Stands. It is a good time. It's business house, 2 hours, like a business house format, but it's 2 hours, 8-man teams. I just think the focus has drifted a little bit in some leagues around
Too cricket focused.
Yeah. Because essentially what it is 8 mates getting together to have beers, and cricket is the excuse to tell your partner or your family, I'm playing cricket. You don't need to turn up and get a 145 km/h bullet past the nose after 5 beers, and that sometimes creeps into that.
Yeah,
that's that was my beef I had, and that's what I mean. The Winton Wounded said that he loved it, but of blood and guts. So different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but no, because there's no limit on your run up, is there?
No, it's 10 paces.
It is 10 paces. Yeah. I used to play twilight cricket around Waimea when I was growing up. It was a similar sort of thing, but I think that was like 6 paces you weren't allowed to.
But a good bowler can look at Bumrah. Like a good bowler can bowl 140 off 6 paces. Doesn't really matter.
And I could. And the thing is, But I was, and it's all artificial pitches as well around the district. So I banged one past a shearmilker's head, this poor young girl, and then my mate's dad came over and said, "Manaia, can you just have a quick word?" Sorry? What?
You banged one past...
Yeah.
Okay.
Past her head. Anyway, my mate's dad just pulled me aside and said, "Hey, don't do that again. She's just finished fucking a 16-hour shift out on the dairy farm. She's come out here to make up numbers. She's not here to get her head taken off. What are you doing, you piece of shit?"
That's well said.
It was a real learning message, and I was like, you know what, I'm taking that on board.
Yeah,
and that's not what this is for.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure we can turn this around. It's not fully gone just yet. There's just a couple of a-holes.
Yeah,
that float around the Last Man Stands.
It's like failed athletes, eh?
Yeah. But the majority of people in the same vein, and that is, there's one particular team in Auckland, the Barbecue Shrimps, who bring a barbecue every time and cook it. And I think they didn't win a game for about 5 or 6 years.
Yes, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah, but every week they turn up
yeah.
with the barbecue, they cook some sausages, and then they won a game. I think they all got nude and ran around the field.
That's good
They
shit.
eventually won a game.
I've played very little Last Man Stands, but I've been involved in 2 Last Man Stand end of season dues.
Yes.
And both of them were last
That's
man stands
cheating.
on the piss.
That's cheating. You can't.
So we ran a bit of you get all the fellas together and
Yeah.
you get a bit of a prize pool, and then you go last one standing.
Yeah.
Gets to do that. So maybe that's an idea for teams if they want to take it a little bit less seriously. I played one game of last man stands for the Whakamanas.
Yeah.
I got a send off. I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? It's Cox's Bay on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm getting chased off the field after scoring like 4 runs.
Yeah.
Looked like shit.
Just trying to sweat the beers out, really.
About 4 balls went past the edge in a row.
We had in Moose. The Whakamanas actually made the finals, Auckland finals one year.
That's embarrassing.
But we'd already planned our end of year function. And the finals were on a Sunday, and our end of year function was at
On the Saturday.
was at Saturday in Omaha, where we'd hired a house. And as you could imagine, if Wells was in charge of the party favours, it was just there was paperwork flying everywhere, and then we had to drive back to Auckland and play in the finals. And that's where I broke my thumb because I was on the boundary. I remember trying to run into bowl, and it felt like an eternity running to the crease because I was just so wasted. And then
The serotonin.
and I was on the boundary, and a low, hard, flat hit
Rope.
came at me, and I was like, I'm going to have a go at this. It's coming straight. I've got no way of getting out of this. I dived forward, and it went straight into my thumb. And you can see that thumb's fatter than that one.
Yeah.
It shattered it in 3 places on the end. And then I went and put it, I immediately left the field and put it into the chili bin of beers that we had. It was just like, and I got accused by the rest of the team of just going to get a beer.
Yeah.
Because the guy had another 4, exactly the same place, and went for 4. They're like, get back to position lane, you piece of shit. Stop getting beers. And I was like, I broke my hand.
Did you make the catch? No.
No, I dropped it.
Was it like when I dropped that catch off your bowling at the... That was the last man stands game too, eh?
Yeah, and then, the worst thing about it, you dropped it and then parried it over the rope for 6.
6. It would have otherwise been a
that's
4, I
unlucky.
think.
And we
I'd
would have
actually
won
been
the
better off-
game.
Yeah. I would actually been better off leaving that altogether than attempting to catch it, bounced off my palm, sailed over.
One of the many ACC games that we let slip through our hands.
Well, I was trying to defend our record. We remained defeated.
But we only just started playing. I think we had our second game ever.
We always had to ourselves that team. I mean, Pantsman dropping about 9 catches last year is still one of the highlights of my life. Anyway, next one. Yours, please.
Hey fellas, 17-year-old mechanic here.
He's back.
Just wondering, what is the highest level of sport you've played? Yeah, just thought that might be kind of interesting. Anyways, love yous. Fuck yous.
Last man stands Cox's Bay.
I played Waikato rugby, age
Did
group,
you? Yes, yeah.
age group, and I played North District's age group cricket. There you go.
There you go.
I played for the North Otago under-18s at the fresh young age of about 16. I was 2 years up just because we didn't have the numbers. And that's probably it. I think I remember the last game of rugby I played was at university. I watched one of my mates snap his leg, and I was like, I don't know if I need this.
Yeah, I went completely off the rails because I discovered the other things in life, like beer, girls.
Yep.
There's something that happens, man, at the end of high school.
Yeah.
I'm what is known to my dad as a disappointment, so I was quite good at things at high school and then really dropped off quickly as well once I hit uni.
Oh, yeah, I peaked at 17.
Yeah.
17 was probably my peak.
Well, you do. It just gets so hard. The amount of weight I put on at university, like the first year, was just outrageous. And I just remember, like...
Did you get the Castle Street injection?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the fresh of 15, probably 50. I don't know. And because I went and played club basketball down there, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm slow. I watched the ball, like, someone threw a lead pass to me, like, out on the fast break, they throw it in front of you for you to run it down, and I didn't catch it, and it just went out of bounds. I was like, oh my God. Fuck, that happened quick.
Yeah. No, but I played rep tennis, rep cricket up until about 17, 18 for Canterbury, and then footy right up till about 22. But again, like you and I, there was a situation where...
When you say footy...
Soccer football, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a goalkeeper for a team called Waimaki United, and then in the Canterbury development squad. But no, nothing that high. There's not... Who is the I don't know.
The most decorated
athlete in the ACC.
Probably Lane.
Yeah.
If you played
That's saying
with
something.
Waikato Rugby.
That's saying something. That's terrible. It's a terrible indictment on all of us.
Yeah.
That is actually. You're right.
Pretty. I'm just trying to think if anyone else would have.
Wells
played a bit of cricket, representative cricket, and that was about it, I think. Well, Lee Hart, maybe on the West Coast.
It'll be a good question to ask him. The answer, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but it'll be good.
Yeah.
But for me, it would have been soccer football.
Maybe we should hire some people with a bit more chops.
Canterbury squad.
Was it Kieran Reid's done a bit of commentary for us? He'd probably take the cake.
That's not what you come to us for. It's like if anybody ever comes to work at the ACC and they're always like, oh, but I don't know sport. It's like, hey, neither do we.
Yeah. I don't know what to
That's
talk
not,
about.
that's not what we're doing.
I'm not
mate.
asking you to talk about sport.
Yeah.
Have we had any luck getting Mather involved with some commentary?
Stephen Mather. Yeah, I have floated it with Stephen Mather, former
Black Cap.
Otago Volt, former Wellington Firebirds. He never played for the Black Caps.
What? Black Cap squad member.
He played for the Sixers, New Zealand Sixers team in Hong Kong.
Yeah, right.
As a very young man on his way, he was being groomed to be the next best big thing.
Right, okay.
I won't spoil it because we have to get him on the commentary to tell the story, but let's just say he never represented New Zealand again, and he woke up on a different island in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And his last memory was him telling a yarn to Viv Richards and some other Richie Richardson or something, and them roaring with laughter, and that was his last memory.
Right, that's hell of a hangover. Okay, so look forward to that maybe this summer, during the summer of cricket, if we can get Mather in. But he would then be the most decorated athlete the SEC has.
Yeah, he's got first-class centuries.
Hoity J?
On the piss?
Maybe on the piss he is, but...
Minogue?
Nah.
Who else? Ben Boyce?
Nah.
No, he wrote the Novus ad.
Oh, you did too. That's his claim to fame. To be fair, that's more impressive than anything I've ever done in the sporting field.
Okay, next one.
Yep, yours
please.
Yeah, hey fellas, really into this idea of Matt Heath's about starting a sporting cult. Thought it could segue nicely into your next dude draft and selecting some founding members for this cult. Yeah. But if you do, please Mashy, no fucking art green.
No art green. So we're looking for, because Matt Heath's idea is this, it's called Balls Deep. It's like Helm's Deep, but it's a sports cult where you get locked in. You go to this, there's a whole lot of cabanas around the edge and a sports bar in the middle, and you just watch sports all day.
Did you see the photo he sent into our WhatsApp
yes,
chat?
Yeah. It's him in a linen suit with beads around his neck, and he reckons that's the uniform, but it looks too sex festy.
Yes, this is the issue, because I know he wanted to write into the constitution of the cult that the leader's not allowed to bang everyone's wives, because that is what inevitably happens in every single cult.
Yeah.
But what he's wearing there, I reckon, directly contravenes Article 1 in the treaty of this cult.
Yeah.
That is what you wear when you're trying to bang all the other cult members' wives.
Correct. And that it gives that vibe.
I think lederhosen.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
No dude's getting laid in a lederhosen.
No dude's getting laid in a lederhosen. Yeah. So,
but then the girls can't wear dirndls though, because
I think it'll be girls.
It's true,
I'm out.
actually. It's true. Well, I'm sure there'll be girls that want to go to Balls Deep. I'm sure there's fans.
Put that up. I'm sure
I
there are.
think that's the title of the episode right there.
I'm sure there's girls that want to go to Balls Deep.
They want to go to Balls Deep.
Thank you very much. And hey, if you're a Hauraki Breakfast podcast listener and you've enjoyed...
I don't think we answered that question though, did we?
What did he ask?
It was like,
he wanted to do a dude draft.
Yeah, about in terms of the leadership, because obviously things like Gloriavale have got the overlords or whatever they're called.
Yeah, Hopeful Christian and that.
Yeah, they're the overlords that do all the pesting.
I've already thought about, if I was to join Gloriavale, what my name would be, because they've got a certain way that they name them. I'd be the Fearsome Overwhelmer.
Not Fearsome Underwhelmer?
I don't know, I'd have to think about it, but my first pick would be the Bhagwan, Sri Rajneesh from the Wild Wild Country doco. Have you seen that one?
Great doco. He's got jumbo jets and a full arsenal. And
they rig an election in some rural Idaho electorate or something.
That's one
and
of the
inevitably he started banging everyone's wives.
Correct.
Yep. The Bhagwan.
If we were sitting there watching sport all day, every day, maybe it would be nice to have some kind of walking encyclopedia, maybe a Bill Simmons. Someone that just knows a lot about sport. That isn't too wounding.
Francis Payne. He's the cricket statistician.
Maybe just Stephen A. Smith in the corner. Just shouting shit at you.
Nah, the human caps lock would be too stressful. You couldn't have Stephen A.
He's just yelling at you the whole time.
Wells would be good because of what we talked about yesterday. He keeps things tidy. And he has hung up his boots, allegedly.
I don't buy it, and I think he's got the exact kind of... You put him in what Heath's wearing in that photo there, and we're back to square one with the...
All of a sudden he's doing hot yoga with all the women in the
And the issue you've got there is that the women do want to go to that hot yoga class with Wells, Okay, so that's not a great...
Nah, it's not a good option.
You know what? Let's have a think about it and get back to
I don't mind a Daniel Vittori.
I
feel like Vitters could do a good job.
But again, isn't he the man that fooled a nation?
Yeah, he has got an evil streak in him.
Yeah.
And
when the glasses come off, yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's hung up the boots these days.
What about Baz?
Baz would be good. His priorities are right.
Golf?
Golf, red wine, durries.
We need to golf some at Balls
Racing.
Deep,
And
by the way.
racing.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Bears wouldn't be bad. He'd bring the balls deep together.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I've been on the end of a Baz McCullum inspirational speech.
Yeah.
I wanted to walk through a wall at the end of that thing.
Was that pre-radio show?
Yeah, it was. It was.
yeah, I
I'll tell
love
you what,
that.
you sit in a room with Baz McCullum going,
Oh, that's so
why
down.
can't we be the best radio station, not in New Zealand, but in the world? What do they have that we don't? We don't, they have nothing. We, as a country, we overrepresent. I was like, oh my God.
Fuck yeah, man.
And then he'd ever go, it works out there.
Hell yeah, Baz. Then we tanked in the ratings and I got sacked. But
It worked out.
but for one mad moment, I was ready to walk through a wall.
All right, if you were listening to the Hauraki Breakfast podcast this week and you enjoyed what you heard, come on over for a little bit as well. I mean, you can listen to both is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there you
So we would appreciate you to hang around here at the agenda if you do want to hear a bit more sporting focused
Follow us
content.
on YouTube.
Oh,
Fuck the potties.
Yeah.
Why?
Get on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Just get on the YouTube.
Get on the tubes.
So you can watch.
Get on the
subscribe.
tubes.
Are you getting backhanders from tubes?
Get on the tubes.
I'm getting some tube backhanders.
Get your tubes tied.
Okay.
Are we still doing this podcast?
Yeah,
Can we
let's
turn
wrap
this
that
off?
up.
Come on, press the stop button.
Right.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.